Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we have been discussing here about how politicians are using the electorate for their own personal gain and are sometimes deploying the tribal card for their own political gain and sympathy from the people. Now, there is a lady here who is asking serious questions that need answers. That how comes Rigathi Gachagwa, William Ruto's deputy, a former DO, then a personal assistant to Uhuru Kenyatta before Uhuru became the president. Gachagwa was his personal assistant and a one-term member of parliament. Remember, he was Madeira member of parliament. How did he manage to buy hotels of what 3.5 billion Kenyan shillings in less than 2 years? How did he manage to construct flats on Riara roads worth 1.1 billion Kenyan shillings in less than 1 year? How has this been able to happen? Those are the questions that she is asking. Just a former DO, a personal assistant, and one-time member of parliament. How did he acquire this huge amount of money in this short time to acquire these new properties?
Can someone explain to us in the frequency of Karen Nyamo how Rigathi Gachagwa, who was a DO and a personal assistant and a one-term MP, has managed to buy hotels worth 3.5 billion in less than 2 years, has managed to construct flats on Riara Road worth 1.1 billion in less than 2 years? How is that mathing? Remember when people were complaining about the excessive budget in his office, the funding of his wife's, Dorcas Rigathi's, unconstitutional office, all this money that from our national budget that were going to these two offices was going to fund their two personal projects. For this person who is a manic kleptomaniac coming to Mount Kenya to start seeking sympathy, where was he when the Gen Zs were being killed? Where was he when women were killed and put in sacks? Where was he during the femicide protests? He was busy dipping his hands into public coffers and stealing. When Rigathi Gachagwa was a district officer, he foresaw and presided over the mass evictions of Kikuyus in Molo, even killings, caused untold sufferings for Kikuyus in Limuru. At no point has Rigathi Gachagwa ever had the interest of Mount Kenya at heart. He has always sought personal gain for himself and never for Mount Kenya people. At one point, he even attempted to kill Matiba's wife unsuccessfully. There is nothing good or positive about Rigathi Gachagwa. In fact, it is so unfortunate that Mount Kenya can give their ears to Moishiro Guarutoyo. Why would we do that? Rigathi Gachagwa is overestimating his importance simply because you are a conspicuous flower girl at a wedding does not make you relevant. Ruto would still have garnered the votes in Mount Kenya whether you were chosen as a running mate or not.
Now, this lady has answered this question. She has gone further even to touch on the issue of whipping the emotion of the people and so many allegations about Rigathi Gachagwa. The issue of funding of these officers has also come in, and we want to give our views on the same. But just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, it is not possible just serving at the level of a DO, you manage to amass this kind of wealth. I mean, when Rigathi Gachagwa was being employed as a DO, the current Bungoma governor, Ken Lusaka, was also employed at the same time. They were all DOs at that time. Ken Lusaka is not this rich as Gachagwa is. But remember, Ken Lusaka once served as a governor before Gachagwa. He was just an MP. Lusaka was a governor. Then Lusaka was a speaker. That means Lusaka was holding to key position that was attracting a huge funding. Speaker yuko na pesa mingi. Governor hako na pesa mingi, but he's not this rich as Gachagwa is. People like Natembea, they have been served in bigger position compared to what Gachagwa was. Natembea was regional commandant. Huyo alikuwa tu ndio. But Natembea akakimbia kuwa governor. Baada hajakuwa this rich. Gachagwa was personal assistant to Uhuru Kenyatta when Uhuru joined politics. Personal assistant. Hata sio mbunge. Paid by Uhuru Kenyatta. Yes, you can win some contracts here and there. But will you be this rich? A one-term member of parliament. Mudavadi amekuwa mbunge kwa miaka mingi, aliingia siasa at age of 28 years and a half. Kakuwa tu mbunge mpaka saa hizi. Ile utajiri ako nayo haijakuja in one day like that. Haijakuwa kwa mbio hivi. But huyu just a one-term member of parliament talking about these billions of shillings. If Gachagua was asked to declare his wealth, vile ministers walikuwa na declare, haikuwa kuyamba ile ya Mudavadi akiingia, haikuwa hapo. Mudavadi had 4 billion. But now, right now, the man is so rich to that extent. How did he acquire this wealth? Just in a very short time like that. The issue of excessive budget in both Ruto and Rigathi Gachagwa's office comes in. Something that we've always been discussing here. We asked ourselves a question. How comes the official the office of the deputy president, Harambee Annex, was constructed at a cost of 450 million Kenyan shillings? This office was constructed at a time when, in fact, it was supposed to be Raila Odinga's office, the by then it was, Prime Minister office. So ikakuwa Raila anatoka, Deputy President anakuja in. So Ruto was the first Deputy President. That means the office has just existed or served for close to 12 years. 13 years now. Now there was renovation. The renovation that was taking place, it was not that serious renovation. Ni mambo tu ya kupaka rangi, small repairs and here and there. Haijakaa miaka 50 ama 100 kusema it needs serious renovation. Ile ofisi ya Mudavadi ako saizi, the railway office, railway, iko na miaka zaidi nyingi sana, over 50 years. More than 50 years. But its renovation has never cost this much. Gachagua was renovated at 600 million. Kujenga mpya ni 450. Kurenovate ni 600. Hii hesabu ilinishinda mimi. Nimeshinda nikiuliza ile swali, pesa zilienda wapi? How comes the renovation is more expensive than the construction of this office, yet the office has only lasted for 13 years. Haijakaa miaka 50. Ilikuwa inahitaji tu touch up, renovation, touch up, not serious renovation. Hakuna ukuta walikuwa wanabomoa mahali. Hakuna. Roofing hawakubadilisha. Hakuna. But that is the cost. Hizi pesa zilienda wapi? Utapata repair ilifanyika kwa ofisi ya Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagwa ilikuwa tu maybe ya 10 million. The 600 million hata hiyo kufika milioni 100, hapana. But 600 million ilienda wapi? Ndio nasikia mtu amenunua hoteli worth 3.5 billion. amejenga residence worth 1.5 billion. Hili swali lilikuwa serious. It was a serious question. That on aside, a budget in the office of the deputy president, the one that Ruto was using for 1 year, Gachagwa was given double. He was spending a 1 year budget in 6 months' time. Then they go for a recurrent budget in the parliament. Waenda wa approve, wapewe ingine. Ilifanyika kwa ofisi ya Mheshimiwa William Ruto. What Uhuru was using for 1 year, Ruto spent within 6 months. Akaitisha ingine. Ile ya Gachagwa, same. Sasa, this lady is opening our eyes to know where this money was going to. Now you can see. Kwa nini mahoteli zinanunuliwa tu kwa muda mfupi hivi? She has described Rigathi Gachagwa as kleptomania. Meaning, the DP is repeatedly being unable to restrict the urge to steal the items that generally you don't need. Yani huko tuna ile disorder ya kuiba imekuingia. A mental disorder tu ya kuiba yuko ndani mwako. You just think to say other vitu zenye they are not worthy. Vitu zenye you don't need them. Hakuna mtu mwingine ameonyesha kiwango ya wizi kama hii tunaona chini ya uongozi hawa viongozi wawili, Mheshimiwa Ruto na Gachagwa mwenyewe. Gachagwa amekuja ni kama anataka kubadilisha akue tu na utajiri. Yani ni kama old money is now in competition with the new money here. Yani yule mtu alijenga utajiri wake kwa miaka 50, you want to achieve it within 5 years. You want to be rich like the Kenyatta family, the Moi family, the Kibaki family. In 5 years, you want to achieve what they achieved in 50 years. We have a big problem. We have a big problem. The funding of the office to the spouse of the deputy president and the constitutional office zilikuwa zinaenda hapo, tumeambiwa. Hata ile ya first lady, the court declared it unconstitutional. It doesn't need the funding. So this was going to personal project. Now you can see. Wizi, Murara anasema wizi bila kazi. She has gone on to ask Gachagwa questions. Where was Gachagwa when Kenyans were being massacred? Remember the Githurai massacre? Gachagwa was nowhere. Today he's seeking for sympathy from Mount Kenya because he's being fought. He has been shaken. He need Mount Kenya. So watu wa Mount Kenya msitumike vibaya na Wakenya kote msitumike vibaya kufunika mtu muovu ambaye amefyonza pesa na damu yenu kwa njia mbaya. It is personal interest. Hatukumwona wakati Githurai massacre was happening. Today is all over saying watu wa mlima msukuza mlima. Mlima wapi? Women were butchered and stored in sacks. Gachagwa was nowhere. People have suffered. Gachagwa was nowhere, but he's now back here. Those are the questions this lady is asking. Ikifika hapa ni shida tupu. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.